My name is Kyle Clement. I'm a dancer. I've danced for 4 years.
My name is Charlie Weber. I am 19 years old. I've taken dancing for 15 years.
They were going to do an ultrasound just to make sure the baby's okay and everything. And the tech said, was I waiting for any surprises that day? And I said, no. And she showed me Kyla was a twin. And we was a little excited and all at the same time a little scared. And then the doctor really scared us because he told us about all the complications that could happen. And of course, we had all of the complications he talked about. I had 2 twins, and Kyla and Callie. They each weighed, one was 2 pounds 7 ounces, one was 2.9 ounces. During the night that night, we did lose Callie. We were always told from the doctor, Kyla had stiffening of her muscles. Well, as a young mother, stiffening of the muscles, I kept saying she had stiffening of the muscles. So finally, 2 of my friends, they finally sat me down one night, gave me a couple of drinks first, and then they told me that they had seen other kids and they thought she had cerebral palsy. From there, I called her therapist the next day on a Sunday, and the therapist always thought the doctor had told me. The doctor always thought we knew.
I delivered Charlie. I knew immediately she had Down syndrome. I could tell she did something with her mouth. And it was surprising because the OB didn't realize right away, and neither did my husband. All the nurses figured out what was going on. And I remember the nurse trying to talk to me, and she'd ask me questions, how are you doing? And I would just say fine, because I knew if I started talking that all these emotions that I was feeling would just really come out. And I think she was trying to get me to open up, to start talking about it. The emotions were, because it was a girl, all the things I was anticipating to experience with a girl that I didn't with the boys. I was the dancing, and it was going to be the prom, and it was going to be, all the girly things. And I felt like all of that just got sucked away, like it all got taken away from me. And that's, as horrible as it sounds, that's what I was feeling. All these things that I was anticipating to have, looking forward to doing, I felt like it just was taken away. And then I realized, I said, wow, why? That was stuff I wanted. It had nothing to do with I was thinking all about what I wanted, not what she was going to want, because I didn't know what she was going to want, what she was going to be able to do, but maybe that was never going to be anything she wanted to do in the first place.
Kyla is kind of like her mama and her daddy. We're both kind of easygoing, free spirit.
Well, she's got a very outgoing personality. She tries to do everything she can. Nothing stops her. You try to stop her, she sure does take it to heart, so.
She loves to dance. I would kind of help her, show her some moves, how to do pliés and all that.
Her sister has learned. Her sister carries her 50-pound sister around to make sure she doesn't miss out on anything. So I think Alyssa helps her to show her, if you can't do it, I'm going to help you do it.
We try not to hinder her into doing anything. We encourage everything. So
Kyla's mentally so smart that her handicap does slow her down sometimes, but her spirit, her will, and her mind are so strong that I think she could do whatever she wants to do. No, she can't physically dance around and spin a circle, but she can move her arms. She could smile pretty. she could be a dancer in every sense besides the actual physically standing and spinning.
There was one other dance studio that I kind of, in a roundabout way, talked about Charlie being in dancing, and and a couple of the skirted around the issues a little bit. But I had sisters and nieces that had taken dancing, and they gave me the name of these two young ladies, Molly and Bunny, and I went over there and I brought Charlie with me, and I said, I'd really like her to be in dancing, and I'll stay. I'm going to be there. She goes, it's not a problem. I don't even know if they realize how much that response meant to me, even at the age that she was.
My favorite part of dancing is hip hop. Because I like hip hop, I take it dancing with my friends. If I dance in the front, and I think one of my friends would cheer for me or clap it for me, and they say, "Go Charlie."
It's helped her, first of all, physically. It's helped her mentally because she had to remember dances. She had to remember steps. She had to remember how to catch up and pick up if she missed a spot, missed something. So she had to think. She had to go through the same process that all the other kids did.
I feel like I'm free and I can do anything. Nothing's stopping me.
We let Kyla do whatever her heart leads her to, and right now, she loves dance.
I guess we had some doubts, but after she first started and kept going, and she kept getting more coordination and saw what she was doing, we liked it a lot. We liked it very much.
She is all around just bubbly and good-spirited, but being able to be a part of a group of girls who are dancers, just being in that environment where she's doing something that most people would think you can't, it makes her proud. She, if you ask her, Kyla, so what do you do? She'll say, I'm Kyla and I'm a dancer.
Nothing really seems to stop her. If her handicap gets in the way in some kind of way, she figures out a way to be able to do it anyway. Her handicap's there. And we try to make life as normal as we can for her. We discovered this week that she can bowl. She's been ice skating. We try to do anything with her just to show her that she can do whatever she wants to do, that there is a way around your handicap.
The dancing comes from my heart.
What they were going to offer was for her to go into a non-CAT classroom, which was a classroom with other children that had other different types of, I'll say disabilities, but different types of needs. There were some kids that had hearing aids. There were other kids that had speech problems or the reason why they were there. And so we sat there for about 15, 20 minutes, and I watched the other kids, and I said, well, this is not where I want her to be. Not because the kids had issues, but because her speech wasn't developing. I feel she gets more almost by osmosis by her trying to keep up and do what the other kids do. So for her to be in a constant environment with children that either weren't articulate or didn't speak well or didn't hear was not going to challenge her. Or I wanted her to hear normal speech. I wanted her to hear people speaking clearly. I wanted her to try to mimic that, not to be around kids that had the same, issues. I wanted her issues to be addressed.
In the 11th grade, I go to school at St. Thomas More High School. My favorite subject is religion. We go to the options program, and we do our laptop training.
STM started this program. The kids are worked with at their levels. They progress. They're not, this is just what we work on, and until everybody gets it, then we move on. It's individualized. They'll give homework that's individualized.
Charlie came to us from St. Bernard, and she was in a program that was already inclusive in her school, where she was able to move about freely and was able to go to regular classes with the other kids. So it made it really an advantage for her when she got here because she followed a schedule easily and was able to fit right in. The social part of it has been huge for Charlie. A lot of times with kids with disabilities, they get isolated and they're not let to be a part of other activities. And with dancing, it's brought Charlie into the social realm. She can be with people that are not disabled and, you know, see that life is great and I don't have to be secluded from the rest of the world. It's given her a lot of confidence and raised her self-esteem. It's been really great for her.
I'd love to be a cheerleader and dancing. Because I want to help others. I might be a teacher and I'm going to do religion and math.
When she started there, she was a little hesitant because even at St. Bernard, even at the primary, her primary environment was not just children with Down syndrome or autism or disabilities. Charlie doesn't always see herself that way. So she doesn't necessarily see herself as being handicapped or not able to do. So that's what's so hard when she would ask, I want to try out to be a cheerleader. Now, I know. I mean, you've seen the cheer teams lately? She's not, I mean, even as great as she could do, she would be like 15 steps behind. She would get it and she would do it because it would be something she'd want. Could she keep up and compete and do all what the cheer teams? No. So I know she can't. Could I let her try out and let somebody tell her you didn't make it? I don't. No, because I don't want to have her heart broken.
I had surgery in May. I can't actually walk by myself, so they're trying to fix that.
She took a year off of dancing after her surgery so that she could recover properly. The surgery is to allow her to eventually walk. She may never walk completely normal, but at least she'd be walking on her own.
She didn't really want to step out of dancing, her sister either. But we thought school-wise it maybe would have slowed her down because she's at therapy 3 afternoons a week, and we didn't know if that would affect her grades. We didn't want her grades to slip. This is a hard year, and, you know, with therapy that much and her focusing on her health, that she wouldn't be focused on her schoolwork as much. But she's actually doing very well. She's straight A's right now.
Well, it's helped me a lot because I'm going to be able to get off my crutches and start walking.
She's doing very well, and she'll be back at dancing as soon as she can. I don't think Kyla's going for the professional dancer. Okay, maybe.